Hi everyone, it's Moray, Swedish whiskey girl, and we're back with another Glen Moray, and this time it's the port cask finished one. So this one sits at 40% ABV. It's up from Speyside. Glen Moray is a distillery in the town of Elgin, and of course I've been there briefly to say hi to a friend and to try some lovely whiskies, but I'd love to go back and do a tour. If you've done the tour already, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. So this Glen Moray, the Elgin Classic, has been matured on American oak barrels and then finished on port pipes. And pipe is of course the name of the cask that you mature port in, and it's been finished for about 8 months. So I'm very excited to have a look at this, and you can see it has a kind of reddish hue on the colour as well. Let's have a nose. This one has a lovely nose. It definitely gives me kind of a, if you would mix vanilla with blackberries or with plums perhaps, this is what you would get. Slightly sweeter and slightly more, slightly sweeter and more kind of mushed up perhaps than you would have from like fresh blackberries or fresh plum. But if you would kind of heat them up and blend them with vanilla and some kind of sweetness, then this is what I'm getting on the nose. Very kind of light and easygoing, almost like a fresh honey note as well. It definitely has that kind of red influence, almost like a feel of when you nose red wine, you can get that kind of red wine yumminess, a little bit of that kind of tannin-y scent, and a bit of fresh oak as well. Very pleasant to sit and nose, but let's have a taste. Slàinte. I immediately think of that kind of ripe plums, but this time it's not with the vanilla and not with the sweetness, it's just kind of ripe plums. And almost a bit of strawberry as well. I think this one is a great way to kind of explore that port influence. There's many port matured whiskies that I kind of think that has a little bit too much of a kind of dry note or a bitter note, but I do think they've managed to make this Glen Moray still have the kind of juicy flavours as well. Definitely heavy on the fruit. A slight kind of black tea bitterness and kind of a toasty oak influence as well. The finish is very velvety and clean, along with those kind of blackberry notes, which makes it very pleasant. I'm enjoying the finish a lot. It definitely makes me think of kind of blackberries, or kind of redder berries, kind of dark, juicy and kind of really ripe as well. Almost has that kind of black currant influence as well. If you watch my review that I did on the Jura red wine cask, I got that blackcurrant note there as well. I think this is more like a blackcurrant mixed with blackberries, and the Jura was more just ripe, kind of sour, fresh blackberries, blackcurrant, sorry. But this is, yeah, definitely a little bit of that kind of blackcurrant yumminess that I really adore. Maybe a bit of kind of blackcurrant leaf on the nose as well. The kind of fresh, gardeny, nature vibe. Very, very pleasant. I'd of course love to hear if you have tried any Glen Morays. Have you tried the port finish one? Perhaps you've tried another Glen Moray. They do some really interesting ones. The range ranges from the Elgin Classic, which is a non-aged Damen bourbon cask matured whiskey, to their peated expressions, or the Chardonnay one that I reviewed before this one. I'll put that link in below if you're curious to hear more about that one as well. Perhaps you have another favourite whiskey that's been matured in port. There are some really interesting ones out there, so please let me know. But I hope you'll have a lovely day. Keep dramming, let me know what you're sipping, and have a nice day. Slán.